What's up, Dragon Brood? So today we're going to be doing something a little different, as I was scouring for decks for something a little different the other day, and I believe I came across this. It might be on the magic.gg deck dump. May not be true, but I found it somewhere. Anyway, it was an idea for a multicolor. It's kind of like a Super Friends deck, kind of a ramp deck, kind of a weird, Path to the World Tree deck. I don't know what you call it. We're just going to call it multicolor Super Friends. I think it started out as 5 color. The deck you download, I think now is down to 4 colors because I made some changes to it. But regardless, we had some really cool epic games. Hopefully y'all enjoy them. Before we get into that though, if you haven't, please remember to like this video. Please, just the little like button. And then hit the subscribe button if you haven't. I asked you this actually, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, let me know down below why you haven't hit the subscribe button. As your first time here, is not the type of format and content you're looking for, or if you have come back a lot, why haven't you? Because, I'd appreciate it. Also, before we get into that, I want to tell y'all, if you haven't ordered stuff from Ultra Pro, you probably should. Check out shop.ultrapro.com. I have a link down in the description below. There are so many cool new Kaldheim things. These are awesome. Matter of fact, I've been sending them out to some of my viewers, but check this out. This box is sweet. We also have back here, you can see the snow box, which is pretty cool too. Oh no, my tower's falling. Oh well, it won't hurt the boxes. They're actually good material. But yeah, snow boxes, those are cool. And then we have the different planeswalkers and whatnot on products, like tons of stuff. Check it out. Shop.ultrapro.com. Now with that out of the way, let's go take a look at this 4 color, 5 color, something multicolor Super Friends list. Alright, so we've got 4 Gilded Goose, mostly just for making colors. I mean, the food's nice, but probably shouldn't eat it that awesome. Valky, just because this card's bonkers good. I would even say if you're playing in paper, you should probably just go ahead and just pick this card up. Like, it's really good. Path to the World Tree, this is the one card, I believe the original list had 4 of these, and I definitely remember cutting one just because, like, it's nice to search for a land, but the other part you don't hit that often, I don't think. But who knows? I mean, maybe just searching for the land's good enough and then you get a bonus upside. Like, we'll find out. Cultivate, obviously we all know what that is. Eska, God of the Tree. Which is funny, because, I think we're going to be able to put it on the Prismatic Bridge quite often. And if so, I might go up to 3 or 4 of these if we end up hitting that. I'll have to figure out what to cut. Shatter the Sky, Doomscar. These are just board control while we're trying to set up stuff for later. Same thing with the Elspeth Conquers Death. We're just looking to set up the long game because, in addition to Valky / Tybalt, we have a lot of Planeswalkers in this list. We've got Chandra Heart of Fire, Kaya the Inexorable, Ashiok Nightmare Muse, Garruk Cursed Huntsman. Arguably could be a second Garruk. Beanstalk Giant, Ugin, and Shatterskull Smashing. Now, I will say this for the deck as well. Being able to get Kaya as an ultimate alongside the ability to play the Prismatic Bridge could be very strong, right? Having both of those options to be able to keep playing legendary things over could add a bit of inevitability to your game state if we can get there. I don't know if we'll get there, but in theory, we can. The other thing to note here is that we're not playing any pathways. And part of that is just being able to go search for things with Cultivate, Path to the World Tree, Beanstalk Giant. Like, it doesn't really benefit us to have a lot of pathways because ultimately we have, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards that search for basics. So it's like, with 10 cards that search for basics, if you only were playing like 5, you'd just be drawing a lot of dead cards. And it's worse if you were to draw 1 or 2 of those basics early. It's not going to help you get ahead. So we kind of have to play with a lot of basics here and just see if it works. Now, does it work? I have no idea, but we're going to hop into the arena and find out. I'm doing fine stream-wise. I don't think I can complain too much. It is actually okay in my neck of the woods. Battlefield Raptor. Okay, well, I guess we're going to be hunting for a second white to try to Doomscar at some point. Because we're going to have to kill some things. Hushbringer, okay. Can't tell if this is actually an Azorius Flyers deck or an actual, like, white aggro deck splashing for something. Because if so... Okay, this could be a problem, because they might have counter backup. What do we do here? We can go get... I think that's what we do. Alright. Let's see what that plays out to be. Hey, Jericho. Thanks for liking the stream. Alright, I almost need the opponent just to tap some things here, or else I don't think we can resolve anything. I mean, technically we have a backup Doomscar, but it's probably not enough. Alright, so here's what I actually have to do. I think I have to throw a Kaya... Oh, I don't have a black mana yet, so I can't do that. That's unfortunate. Because I'm assuming they're just playing the thing that we have to pay 4 mana anyway, because they control flyers. So we'll let that get countered, and then we'll play the other one. And if they just have 2 counters, we're just dead anyway. Yep, there's Lofty Denial, as expected. So nothing was going to get through there anyway. Yeah, I got to Mythic a couple days ago. Alright, well, good for us that they hurt themselves by playing a Legion Angel. So, it's pretty nifty. Alright, now we can sweep with this one. So let's do that. And then we can play a land. Oh, okay. Well, opponent's just dead. Alright. But then people ask, and I do it, and then, like, actually, I think the other day, you were here, I think, maybe, when I was telling people, I put up a video that was a budget deck, because everybody keeps saying, oh, I want more budget deck. That video is one of my worst performing videos, at least one of my worst performing gameplay videos, probably in, like, half a year. So, like, people literally aren't coming to my channel for budget content. They're just not. Okay, they're just going to Frantic Inventory, sure. And then I guess we'll Cultivate next turn. And then figure it out from there. I guess the opponent, like the last time I saw this, the opponent was just playing a mill deck. And then using all the draw stuff to go with like Teferi's Tutelage or whatever. That's not what's going on here though, obviously. Okay, we'll do that. And I guess we'll just go get that and that and just get it out of the way. So we can actually blow up this Path to the World Tree at some point, which would be nice. For those of you who don't know, when you blow it up, you get you deal 2 damage, you gain 2 life. You have to deal 2 to a creature is the issue. And then you create a bear as well. Let's do this. We're gonna go search for more lands, opponent. How do you think about that? I guess we'll get a plains, because we're gonna need that at some point. And then... Man, we can just try to cast Beanstalk Giant next turn, huh? Probably won't resolve, but we can do it. I'm trying to debate if I just want to go get another land. I think I am. I'm just going to do that. Like, it's kind of insane, but it's just like, whatever. Let's just go get the mana and get it out the way. We have probably enough green. Because these just take 1 of each plus 2. So we just need 7 in general. Have 2 whites. I don't think I have anything else that needs double red or double black. Oh, actually, that's not true. I do have Chandra I can draw that would use double red. The good news is we can actually gain some life off the Path of World Trees and whatnot, so... it's not the worst thing. Please don't make your Dorat bigger than a 2/2, thanks. Oh, okay. That's cool. Just bouncing a Path to the World Tree. Alright. I'm going to assume they don't have another... Oh, wait. Oh, that was not a thing I expected to draw. 2, 4, 6, 7. I'm 1 short. It's alright. I guess I'll just sweep their board now. Seems reasonable. I'm just trying to think what else I can do if I do that. 2, 3, 4. It doesn't really matter, actually. We're just going to replay Path to the World Tree, I guess. So, yeah. Not much different. Okay. Well, they'll get a card out of the deal, so that's fine. That's like the most inefficient use there. Like, they got a card, but then we get another mana, whatever. Like, okay, sure. I'm game. I will play along. We're in good shape now, because now we can just, like, start rolling out monsters every turn. But I think we're just going to go ahead and play the Ugin, shoot their Stormwing entity.
Perfection is a journey.
And then I think that's going to do it.
Do not ignore my draconic talents.
I mean, because then we can start, like, getting extra cards. Actually, this doesn't draw a card. Oh, it does draw 2 cards. Yeah, yeah. So we're going to get all that. I mean, I appreciate the fight in the opponent. I dig it. It's sadly just not going to do anything for them.
I come bearing the wisdom.
Now, if they can get a 3 damage spell here, we are very close to dead.
My flames burn.
So they get a shot right here. This is it for them. Oh, Dorat's not enough.
Your fate is sealed.
Yeah, that doesn't quite do it. Let's see. I can spin the green. This needs 7. Let's go green. We'll play a second one of these. That they bounced anyway, so they knew it was coming. We'll get another land. Not that it matters greatly. We will shoot the bigger of the 2. Sure. We're going to go ahead and use Path to the World Tree. Target an opponent. Tap up to 1 creature. Doesn't really matter. Play a goose. And there's probably no way we can lose now. Alright. Witch's Oven? Who's doing that in this modern day of Magic? Do we try... Huh. Alright, so this must be mono green food. So the question becomes, do we just want to go straight up to Eska? But yeah, I mean, I think we do. Okay, I'll do it. Alright, we have a reader. Alright, let's see what the opponent does here. Like, because there is a world where, well, no, they wouldn't be able to fight and kill Eska, so we're good for at least a turn. Alright. Yorvo. Biggin. Ooh, that's not bad. We like those. I guess we play this. Because I'll have something big that we might actually be able to turn Valky into. What are we getting? What are we getting? What are we getting? Oh, we just get an Old Growth Troll. That's less exciting. Though there's a chance they're going to be able to cast that next turn, which is going to be a little bit annoying. But not much we can do about it. We kind of have to hope they just miss, I guess. If not, I'm not completely sure what our game plan is yet, just to overcome that. Okay, well, the land came into play tap, so that buys us a turn, because that's all they had was the Tangle Florahedron that we saw. No Bloxies. Alright, then we'll go ahead and make a food. Now the good news is here, we can tap Valky for mana. So that is a thing to note. I mean, we could go straight up Beanstalk Giant, but it'll be a 4-4 here. I think we're just going to play Ashiok and then just bounce Yorvo. So then the opponent has to discard what the other thing is, or Vivian. And then if they do just play Vivian next turn, then we can turn Valky into a 4-4 and attack Vivian, which they'll have to block with their 3-3. Gives us time to reload Ashiok. So I think that's the play we're going to go with. I mean, because unless the opponent's last card is an actual fight spell,
Here, deep below,
I don't think it really matters.
succulent horrors.
Yeah, I don't know what the unknown card is here, but it obviously wasn't a land, so it's a spell of some kind.
This is
Ooh.
why I don't trust me.
Oh, what?
You will feel in
Oh no.
fire.
What is the other thing? Is it like Great Hinge, maybe? That's the only thing I can think of that somebody would have tried to hold on to that tightly. I mean, they would have the mana to cast Great Hinge next turn. So, I mean, that's possible that that's what it is. But they didn't have the land at the time. This definitely creates some questions, y'all. I don't know what I want to do now. I mean, I guess I can attack with Valky. If they trade, they'll get a Old Growth Troll, but I don't think we care. Because Valky's not... I mean, other than making mana, Valky's not doing anything else here anyway. If they trade, they lose the Yorvo, they pick up the Old Growth Troll. They could play that next turn. Yeah, you know what? I think this is what I'm going to do. I can't think of a better reason not to. I mean, we have Vigilance because of Eska, by the way, since it's legendary. Wait, they're just throwing that out there? Oh, I guess if they have the Great Hinge, it doesn't really matter. Okay, sure. 1, 2, 3. I wish I could choose to turn this into a Vivian. Alright. So unfortunately, I can no longer tap it for mana. I could tap it to itself. I guess I could have done that earlier, but no harm, no foul. They are going to take 4 here because they got rid of the blocker, and Old Growth Troll tramples. We're going to go ahead and plus, make a token.
All your fears are given.
I'm going to go ahead and go search for a land. Probably going to go get a swamp just for safety's sake. In case we draw Kaya. And then we're just going to end the turn. Alright. Let's see what happens here. This deck's kind of a mess. Not going to lie. But, it was a Great Hinge. Well, you know what? They played the land out of their hand. That's exactly what we needed. Now we can bounce their Great Hinge. They should have kept the land, actually. Because I would have bounced the Great Hinge, and then they could have discarded the land, and then would have done that all over again. But now, I'm just going to give up Ashiok. Well, hold on. Am I going to give up Ashiok? That's a real question. If we give up Ashiok, then we'll have this, and really just the Old Growth Troll. I think it's worth it. Getting rid of the Great Hinge, I think, is worth that trade. Yeah, like I said, if they'd have kept the land in hand, would have been a little more difficult decision, but not terribly.
Of your mind.
Yep. Okay, so here we're just going to play Goose. Then we're going to play Path to the World Tree. Go get, I guess, Swamp, and then play Beanstalk Giant to get Island. And then we're going to try to do prismatic bridge things, I suppose. Because what else are we going to do? Though there's a good chance they're just going to kill our goose. But that's reasonable. I wouldn't blame them if they did. They are not going to kill our goose. Huh. Well, that's a bit different. Do they counter this then? Well, I guess I'll pay. Not the way we wanted to do that. That slows down our fun. Okay. Boo, opponent, boo. Alright, we'll put the World Tree in. I guess we'll do this. I mean, if they're just countering these, I mean, I guess we're good with that, right? No tax. It's not really what we want, but I feel like if that's what they want to do, I don't know. Maybe it is just a counter-heavy control deck. And then these Doomskars are pretty bad against them. Might be the plan here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess we just do this. Alright, I'm just going to pass. Alright, so the opponent didn't have instants during the end of our turn, so their hand is full of counters, sadly. That's pretty much what that means. So what I think I'm going to do is just search for lands here, and then during their end step, I'm just going to blow up that Path of World Tree, I think. At least that's going to be my working plan. I guess if push comes to shove, we can do that later. That's not part of the plan really here, though. 1, 2, 3. Well, we're going to use 2, and that'll leave us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then those each crack for some. So, yeah. Give them something to counter. Oh, they chose not to counter it. Interesting. Let me see. Do I have an actual... I have 2 forests, 1 island, 1 swamp. Alright, so I guess I gotta need to go get a plains. Alright. Just in case something happens to the World Tree. I just want to have backup. Yeah, we're just gonna pass. I mean, the opponent's basically proven they don't have anything at this point, so we get to take our time. Like, we are not in a hurry here. We're just gonna make some foods, then let the turn pass. During their end step, we'll try to... Oh, they have a Goldspan Dragon. That's cute. Well, I guess we are gonna get to resolve something. Okay. Oh, I guess they won't, because they do make food there, so that's a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I could draw a land, we could tempt the opponents by blowing up a Doomskar to kill their dragon. Okay. No blocks. Don't know if we're gonna beat this when it's just literally all counters. I'm trying to figure out, like, a path to that. That is not the one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dang it. That is tough. Honestly, I think we just blow one of these up. I think that's the play. Target an opponent. Target a creature, I guess. Ah, we didn't find a land. That's unfortunate. Alright, so I'm going to do this. I mean, we started stockpiling food for a reason. Alright, so they're only playing a dragon. So they're definitely going to sit on counters here. That's their game plan. This is like the one type of deck this deck is awful against. We really want to play against creature decks. Oh, they tapped down? Okay. Okay. Well, do we get a chance? So we could 1, 2, 3 Doomskar. We can 1, 2, 3, 4 Shatter. But if they have 2 counters, we just die anyway, right? That's pretty much what this says. So we kind of got nothing here. I assume the first one's not happening. Like, we know that. Oh, so they had to use a saw it coming. Ooh, alright. Alright. That's exactly what we needed to happen. Okay. Now it's just, can we survive this? What happens from here? Oh gosh, this is such a hard decision. I mean, I guess we have to Doomscar again? But then they open up all that. The problem is I really want to get this Prismatic Bridge down. But I feel like 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 4, 5, 9. We could just be dead next turn is the problem. Oh, this is such a tough decision. Because I really, really, really want to play one of these. Alright, I'm just going to do this, hope for the best. I mean, we have birds for chump blockers. This is just all we can do. I mean, if they have ECDs or something, whatever, at least they're tapping mana to get rid of it. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. We would have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. We'd have 9 if we kept 1 goose. That's kind of what we need next turn to operate, so sure. Man, this is such a bad matchup for us, too. I'm surprised we're still in this. So we're kind of hoping just hit a Planeswalker. Okay, Bone Crusher. Sure. Don't really hate that they're using Bone Crusher. Oh, that's a thing, though.
Humble your mind. Think. Then act.
And then they want to kill a Gilded Goose? Well, that's fine. That makes it easier for us to cast our sweeper here then, right? Well, I wasn't hoping to find you, but you know what? You will do, I suppose. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. Then let's go ahead and Doomscar. Use the Goose. The remaining mana will cast Ashiok, bounce Narset, though Narset can target deal damage to that card's to target creature or planeswalker. So we would lose Ashiok to that if we did that. It's not great. But we do also get stuff off a Prismatic Bridge, so I don't know if we care. Okay. I think that's what we gotta do, though. I think that's our game plan. Let's go ahead and tap this. It doesn't really matter what color, we'll do that. And we do have Path to the World Tree for like backup action later. I mean, I could have done Shatter to get a card, but we also would have given the opponent a card, and I don't necessarily want to do that. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and make this. I mean, because I could bounce Narset, but that would just lead to them replaying Narset and killing Ashiok. So it's like, what's the point? This way I just make it harder to kill Ashiok. Then there's a chance I just hit a Planeswalker that I get rid of whatever creature they stick in the way, and then we can go from there. Or in case of emergency, I could blow up this or the World Tree. So,
Consider the
not quite World Tree yet.
then
2, 4,
strike.
6, 8, 9. We need 2 more.
You lack inspiration.
So we're just going to play another one? Oh no, Goldspan Dragon. Alright, that's fair. Sure. Alright, well that's not bad. We forced them to lose their Planeswalker, and they tapped pretty low to play a Goldspan Dragon, so I will take that as far as a trade. That is more than reasonable. Now we just need to hit big Planeswalker. That doesn't help. Oh, and they've got a Maria's Call. Son of a beach. That's not good. Well, what do we want to do here? I guess we get an attack in. Behold the multiverse. All right. So if they do a Marius Call and or Bonecrusher Giant next turn, we can sweep the board. All right. We got rid of a Doomscar and a Bonecrusher. That doesn't really matter to us, all things considered. I mean, I guess... I'm just trying to decide if I wanted to just World Tree here, which I think I do want a World Tree. Or Path to the World Tree, anyway. Target up to 1 creature. Cool. That leaves us 1, 2, 3 mana, so we can crack for food. Alright, in the turn. I mostly didn't cast the Beanstalk Giant because I don't know if we're going to be trying to force through a Shatter the Sky at some point. I feel like we are. Good news is, I got the second Valky out of the deck, so there's no chance I'm going to hit that from the Prismatic Bridge, which is good news. Alright, we're going to take 4, but we can sack for food, so it's not a huge deal. Alright, Bonecrusher Giant. Sack the food, go to 11. And then I guess this is where we find out. Prismatic Bridge, hit, baby, hit. Come on. There we go. That's what we've been looking for.
Welcome to my domain, Planeswalker.
Question is, what do we think we can do with that? Because if we return the Goldspan Dragon, they're just going to discard something and then just get this back and just kill Ashiok. So the Goldspan Dragon doesn't really allow for much to happen. I could shatter this guy and then just play that, but then we have to worry about the 2 angels they're making, which is a whole different problem. But I think we try that, actually. I think that should be our plan here. Let's attack. I mean, we have enough mana, so we're not too worried about that part of the equation. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's exactly what we need. So let's try that. I mean, if they drew a counter, they drew a counter. Okay, they didn't. That's the good news. Unless it's Essence Scatter, which it might be. Nope, they're just going to cycle. All right. Ooh, this is an epic battle. We're going to make a 2-3. All right. This is crazy. All right, they're finally using their Doomscar, which we knew was a thing. Marius Call, all right, making 2 angels. Ooh, get there! Ugh. So I've got to admit, the games were a little bit grindy and a little long, but that's kind of what we thought was going to happen with this type of deck. So we're not too surprised, really. But one thing I will say is that it is a bit difficult to play. You have to be very patient, and you have to think about plays after plays after plays that may be coming, because there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of mana advantage and a lot of different colors. But otherwise, if you enjoy that type of Magic, this is actually pretty cool. It's kind of a different way to play a control deck. Now, as for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Massacre Worm. I know this card's not that old or anything, but I don't bring it up for that reason. I just bring it up right now because we're in a state where Standard actually has a lot of small to the ground aggro decks. You know, we're seeing various types of Gruul decks that are small. We're seeing mono white, mono red. Even occasionally on the ladder, you're seeing some mono black Lurrus type decks. And truthfully, Massacre Worm works pretty well against all of those. Kills a bunch of creatures, does extra damage, and sometimes you can just end the game on the spot by itself. Also helps with interesting problems like Seasoned Hollowblade. Just bringing that up. Anyway, don't forget that, as usual, you can get this deck right in the description down below, along with links to my Facebook streams and my Twitch streams if you want to come hang out with us, ask questions, see decks I'm working on before they end up here on the YouTube page. And if you haven't please, pretty please, I'm asking kindly, please remember to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and help me out a little bit. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.